Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. It's another Fabric Friday. So excited for this one. I've been wanting to try this since I first thought of doing Fabric Fridays for this year. It popped into my head and I've seen it done before. It's not a new technique at all. It's just that I've never done it before and I wanted to give it a go. So it's journal covers this week. Again, it's another a thing that we are quite familiar with in the junk journaling community, unless you are a beginner. But if you've made journals and everything in the past, I'm sure you're used to covering some card. I've got a bit of card here that's a nice size for a journal. Sometimes you'll cover envelopes. We've got bubble mailer, that's been covered before, Amazon packaging. You know, we all know what we like to use and everything for our journal covers. And most of the time, I have to say, most of the journal covers are covered in fabric, and they are very simple in that I just have a big sheet of fabric that is just the right size of this. Sometimes I'll fray the edges and leave it frayed. Other times I will fold it over and sort of loop it round here, and then put another piece of fabric on the inside, stitch around, and that's the cover done. Let me just grab some of my covers and I'll show you. Here's some fabric ones. This one has got some lovely rough edges. It's not finished at all. I haven't even stitched around this. What I normally do is stitch around and then I will go around with the glue and seal that down. By the looks, I've already planned this one out. By the looks, I've got a big lace pocket or something in there. But that's one way of doing it. You just glue a piece of fabric on one side of the envelope, a piece of fabric on the other side, stitch around, add your lace. That's your journal cover base. This is another one where I've actually already put the lace on the outside first, then covered it over with this material, and it's just an envelope, and that's ready to be covered on the inside. And this is where I've folded it over, mitered the corners, flapped it over just like you would if you were covering it with paper, and then I've just put a square of material. I haven't frayed this, and it's just straight down, so it's really nice and soft and tactile, this one. So that's another way that I do fabric covers. But the way I want to do today is, as I said, it's a new technique to me, but it's not new. It's been done loads of times before. And let's move this there. That's the inside cover of this one, is to do this. It's to collage with fabric, basically, and make a lovely patchwork journal cover. Now this is only the front cover, and you can see all my stitching where I've gone round each individual one and stitched it. I will show you how I do this, but I just absolutely love that. It has turned out, for the first time I've done it, it has turned out brilliantly. I'm surprised. Honestly, I am very surprised at how lovely it has turned out. It'll just need some book corners on the inside on there, and then I'm just going to use this Amazon packaging because it's ever so slightly smaller. That fits nicely inside. I'm going to collage this exactly the same as I've done this side, and then I'm going to glue these two pieces together and stick them down, and then that's going to form the journal cover, so it gives it a bit more stability. But how lovely is that? So this is what we're going to do today. It's fun with some fabrics, and I've got my piece of card. Now I'm using card. This one was an envelope, but my envelopes are, I've wrote it down here, are 32.5 centimetres or 12 3/4 inches lengthways, and then the height of these is either 23 centimetres or roughly 9 inches. and I just find that that is a really nice size. So I've gone ahead and cut just some scrap craft card to that exact size, because that's just what I like to work on. Obviously sizing depends on what your personal preference is, but that's the size of this card, and we're going to start working. I've got some scrappy bits here to do. I need my Fabri-Tac glue just to hold it in place. There's not an awful lot of Fabri-Tac glue on here. I just basically use it to tack it down because of doing all the patchwork sewing, almost like quilting, but yeah. Okay, let's check we're all, yeah, we are. So I just use, or thought I could use exactly the same principle as I do for paper collaging and just use fabric instead. So let's grab some pieces here. I just pulled out some material from my stash that I thought would go. These are all new material, they're not vintage. This is old material, but it's probably from the 80s, so I think they class things from the 80s now as vintage. Gosh, that means I'm vintage, as I'm an 80s child. Anyway, so yeah, it's just a case of putting these over where we think we would like to see them. So what I like to do is just know where my centre is. So I'm just going to do a rough little pinch like that, just to give me, I'll do it that way and that way, just so that I might actually give that a bit of ink so I can see it. And the only reason that is because when I'm putting anything, even paper, I always make sure I've got a wide enough piece going over this spine so that you don't end up with a line here that when you fold it, that's going to peel and come undone. And I apply that principle for the fabric as well. So I'm thinking we might just start by having that piece down the spine, but I'm just wondering if I want something more. Let's see what we've got. That's a thin bit. I might have to cut into some bigger pieces here to start with, but we'll see. I need enough to be able to wrap around, that's what I've got to remember. Okay, let's just go for it. When I did this one, it took me ages to do because I was thinking about placement of everything like that. And with collage, you tend to just put things down how they go. So let's just go straight with this down the spine. Now I'm just going to start off with a bit of Fabri-Tac there to hold it. Which way does it go? I think it goes this way. And I'm going to have about that much overlapping. And then just put a little bit, just enough to hold it down. And then I'm just going to put a little bit on here. So have you guys done this technique before, or do you tend to just do a solid sheet of fabric? As I said, I haven't, which is why I really wanted to give it a go. Now, would we prefer that on there? Yeah, I think we would. So I'm just going to peel that back up a little bit, so that I can put this just under it, like so. Re-glue that bit down. And then we'll fold this bit over. Okay, so that's the spine covered. Not sure which way I'm going to do it. I often put lace on the spine, but as long as I've got where that centre bit is covered either side. Okay, so I'm thinking I might do a little wedge of this in the corner here, but then I want something under here as well. How we do that's too thin. How about, where did I, maybe we could do a piece here, and then this bit can go and fold over. There we go, let's do that. So just tack that down. There. Okay. And then this is going to go on at the corner. Just got a bit of a goober on my glue. Let's get rid of that. I want to use this material because it comes in a pack, but it was this size of them, so I couldn't do a full journal. This is going to be the focal point, but like I did this one, I've got a couple of bits, 3 pieces on there that are the focal point. I want to do something similar with this one. Okay, so I'm just going to line to the corners. Again, we'll put little book corners on here. I think they look really quite nice on here. Fold that over. It's taking a while to stick to this card. It stuck really quickly to the envelope. Just hold that down a little bit more. Okay, so that's one corner done. Right, we want some pink now on here. I'm thinking I might do the pink like that. What else have we got? We need to cut a bit more of this. Let's have some of this lighter. I think this is almost like a raw silk kind of taffeta material. I've got well, not a roll of it, but I've got, I think I must have bought myself a metre or 2 of it, and I've just got some leftover bits. Right, so what I'm thinking is, because I'm going to have I wonder whether we put that on the corner, whether that'll be strong enough. See, I'm thinking too much again now, aren't I? Because what I'm thinking is one of these is going to be similar to how I did the front one. I'd like a panel of that just on the front. Okay. It's really bugging me. Just trying to fray it because I do like the frayed look on there. And I'm just thinking if I do a piece like that and maybe come down to about here. That's the bit that you'll see. Yeah, I like that. So let's glue like that, and then oops, sending strings everywhere. This can just get folded over like so. There we go. And then we want a piece along that bottom, which I think, do we have a bigger bit? No, we don't. Is that my only bit of pink? No, I have got some more here. Doesn't give me a lot to overhang, so I want a piece that's just a bit bigger than that. So I'm going to, let me move this up again. I keep coming further down and coming off my desk. So if we go with a bit like that, so we want to cut it about there. Should it rip? Yep, it rips. Rid of my stringy bits. So we're going across here, and we want a nice bit to overhang there. Okay. Let's plop you like so. Give these corners a little mitre. The other one that I want to do, I mean this has got is quite specific with colour and pattern. And I'm being quite precise with my placements and everything with it, but I do want to do one that is totally scraps, little bits, no matter what size, just a nice eclectic one of scraps. I think that would be quite fun. I might save that for maybe in a month or two's time, when I've had lots of other plays on my Fabric Fridays and I've got lots of bits of scraps. So that's good, because that bit there is probably going to have this on here, but we will sort that out. Maybe even that one, because it's slightly smaller. We'll sort that out in a minute. Let's finish this side. So I want a piece of this. Now we've had it going sideways, we've had it going that way, so I do really want it up this way, and I'm thinking we just go here, and this is the edge that's going to be seen, so I'll take my time just to give this a bit of a fray. Okay, so we're going to go like that on here. I'm not worried about this little bit here, because again we can put another little bit just over that, a strip down there. Okay. So leave myself enough to overhang. Okay. we go. Do the same again with the corners. Just take that little notch out. Oops. There we go. Glued down. There we go. This is coming together nicely. I'm glad I did the first one off camera because, as I said, I wasn't sure, having never done this before. Okay, how are we doing on time? 21 minutes, that's not too bad. So I want a nice bit of pink on the bottom bit here, and what size bits have we got? Trying to get off the strings. I'm just wondering if I could do a fairly big bit on here, like this, I'm thinking. There's my scissors gone. So we want to cut the here. Tear, should I say. Yeah, move that over slightly. Yeah, that's where I think that one's going to go. I'll turn this one over and do the same with the corners. I'm getting into a bit more of a rhythm now with this one. Let's put a bit of glue under here, just keep that from curling back up. Same with this, just helps stick that down a bit better. Okay, bit of a thread. So what I think I want to do now is patch in some little bits. I've got this bit here which I thought would be really nice to maybe go there. Let's patch down here with a bit of this pink. We've got a piece, yeah, this bit. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to patch it just fraying this bit of material. I'm going to do a little patch with this on the edge here, because then that's 3 bits of this. And that just goes over those bits nicely. Okay. this a little bit more of a fray on the end here. My fingers are starting to get a bit gluey from the Fabri-Tac, because what I'm thinking is let's have a little look at what we've got. Might have to tear a small piece of this, I think. Where are we? This is going to be the front. It's going to be the back, so that doesn't matter too much. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this on here and have that fold over like that. We need a piece for here, which I think I will... I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, here we go. Let's tear some more of this down. When I got this one in the fat quarter pack, I thought, that's nice, but I'm not sure how I'd use it. But it's really effective done like this. If I do... patch like that. I know I'm going over this bit. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to go over that bit. How long have I got? Haven't got long. I need to make a decision. Okay, so we are having that there. And I'm just going to put a piece of this under here. There we go, quickly made a decision. Okay. Okay, so that's that bit. Now I'm going to put that here, that there. I want a bigger piece to go here. There we go, just tear nicely this one. Feels like it's painted on, these roses are, because you can feel the texture of the paint on it. There we go. So that bit is what's going to go. Where are we? Give that a bit of a... Yeah, I don't mind that going to there because I'm going to have a bit of lace. So that's going to go there. And then I'm just going to wrap a piece of this, small bit of that over there, and then that's the 3 bits of this. So let's glue that down onto there. As I said, the glue is literally just tacking it down to hold it, because I'm going to stitch exactly the way I did. There we go. That looks nice. And then this little bit, We don't need all of it, so we'll chop it off about here. And then all the little scrappy bits will be really good for ephemera making. Okay, and just pop that on there. And we'll tuck in this over. I don't know why, I just like the three pieces of this on there. There we go, that's another journal cover, patchwork journal cover done. I've lost my lid, there it is. So as I said, it's not a new technique, but you don't have to have big sheets of big rolls of fabric to be able to cover journal covers. You can, if you've got scrappy bits, you can put them all together. So that's the one we've just done. This was the first one that I've done, and I've stitched around it, as you can see, all around each individual piece. So I will do exactly the same with this one. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Really pleased with how that's come together. And you can do all sorts. You can really go to town with all the different scrap bits that you want to do, and stick them down. So there we go. That's my fun with fabric this Friday. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope it inspires you to look at different ways that you can put fabric onto covers for journals. And I will be back again with some more fun next Friday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.